Okay, what up, ladies and gents? It's your favorite Asian robot right here. Hopefully, one of your favorite official content creators. In fact, I should be your favorite official content creator for this game. Now, today, okay, I am going to be taking a poll because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but they have really been pushing the upcoming bunny skins. You know, the bunny girl skins. So today I have but one goal. All right. Okay. 1 second though, I gotta set my goal. There we go. Hey Lewis, what up? Goal is set. I tell you, after seeing my PC cost for next month, oh my god, I'm gonna be getting a new PC. Obviously for my streaming and the cost is way too damn high, so I better earn some money. Alright, let's put up the poll. Let's see. How many of you are buying the new bunny girl skins on Thursday? Be honest. Okay, there we go. Nah, that was havoc indeed. But don't you worry. There's more. It was mostly Auric, but still, there will be more. Because now you're ready. So now it's time for you to suffer, and you didn't disconnect. And plus, I'm able to play on your server, so it's not that bad. Hopefully, I mean, with your own ping, things should be better. So prepare for yourself to get ripped. Hello, Sento and Hero. Good to see you. And Lewis, how's the stomach? I hope it's better. All right, guys, the poll is up. Let's get ready to rock, rumble, and roll, eh?
New super chat
Okay,
received.
sounds good. Let's hit some metal first. Let's hit some metal. I better be your favorite hero, okay? I need to be everybody's favorite because I need money next month, okay? I need the dollars. So I'm going to be working extra hard, all right? I'm going to work hard till I freaking explode and die. Why? Because in Singapore dollars, my new PC is really expensive. Freaking GPU cost is stupid. Anyway, that's enough rage for me. Let's start out with Shadows Ascend. I'm in the mood for that.
Whispers crawl through empty skies. Moonlight shines a broken guide. Veins of stars, they twist and burn. Silent void, no cars return. Tides of time, they coil, they break. Breathless winds
basically, after my hip hop is finished, then I'll be doing the metal album, and this is gonna be part of it. But Spotify will take some time. I'm actually gonna be taking 2 days off, like I normally do, toward the end of the month, and I will at that point. That's when I'll actually upload all the previous ones that I've done onto Spotify. Then this next metal album will come in the next cycle, so it will take some time. Oh, it's just time for a new one because this one is going to be almost 4 years old, and it's time for the replacement. Yeah, but I'm actually just testing some stuff. No problem, CG. You will be amongst the first to know, that's for sure. And to the person that said the Nier collab is coming, I'm pretty sure the Nier collab is not in August. I'm pretty sure it's in September. I don't think it's in August, at least to the best of my knowledge. So it's up to you whether or not you grab it. Just make sure that you guys register as, you know, my supporters first. Lol, Renna. Stop being such a nerd, alright? I haven't had a lot of time for my music lately to do the releases. I've been making the music, but I haven't had time to do the releases yet. It's been a little bit rough time-wise, but we'll see. Now then, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna mess around with a couple of settings because I've been waiting to see whether or not... Now, a lot of the other games that I've played, right, frame rates are not tied to your damage. So I've actually been able to utilize frame generation, and it wasn't horrendous. Now I'm going to try it here so I can have even more cinematic quality. You see, you got to have that beautiful lighting on the girls, you know? So I'm going to be trying that out to see how that looks and feels, essentially. Because TFD is a very, very visual game. So I'm going to do that. Actually, wait, how come I don't have DLSS frame generation? That's weird. Whatever. I'll just use FSR frame generation. I don't care. Alright, let's try it out. Just make sure it's prepared for the next set if you are buying skins. Now, first things first that I'm going to do before I test anything else is that I am actually just going to apply this girl who has despair. I'm just gonna very quickly run through one of the other areas because I think it'll be worth my time. Yep, for erosion. Okay, that's it. Yep, this is it. I do need this to be that, and this is toxic. Lovely. I am not 100% sure on that, Sento. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the Nier collab comes out later. I could be wrong, but that's okay, CG. I mean, as long as you haven't bought anything yet, it's fine. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not August 7th. That's season 3, but it may not be the Nier collab. I'm pretty sure the Nier collab is after that. I don't think they're releasing everything at once, at least to the best of my knowledge. Again, I could be wrong. But let's see what happens on August 7th, because August 7th is the release date for Season 3. It's not necessarily the Nier collab, because the Nier collab does come in future. I'm pretty sure they also said that they wanted swords to be in the game first. That's okay, CG. I'm not gonna mind that kind of thing. You've supported my channel for a long time with tips, so I don't really care. It's okay. For me, that's a small thing. I'm just gathering supporter numbers again because I'm a badass. And I want to have full supporter numbers so I can remind everyone who's a king. Because next month, the king needs to make money. This month, I don't care. But next month, oh my god, my PC cost. So next month, I care about. This month, I'm okay. Doesn't seem horrible.
We will not fail.
How's it seem on stream, guys? No problems, right? I'm just seeing whether or not I'm trying out frame generation for this. I'm not noticing excuse me, too much DPS difference, which is nice. Temperatures are still okay. Yeah, it does seem okay, so.
Face the flame.
Yeah, I'm surprisingly not noticing any artifacting or any issues. It was a bit of a concern for me with this particular game. Understandably so. But surprisingly, it's okay.
My shield faltered. Oh no.
Because these days, did I just say something else? Whoops, sorry. These days, most games are so poorly optimized that you have to use the frame gen. And I was actually using it for Darktide this morning. And surprisingly, that was one of the only ways that I could get proper frames in Havocs. Because
My shield
I had
faltered.
tried previously to get good frames in Havocs. And it did not really work out well. So it got me thinking, okay, I used to be able to get cinematic graphics on this game before the optimization hell. So I thought to myself, okay, fine, let's try it with frame gen. Because in this game, unfortunately, DPS is tied to your frame rates, and frame gen doesn't actually generate more frames. What it does is that it literally just pretends that there are additional frames. But that results in a bit of clunkiness in terms of inputs, movement, things like that. Like for me, I can bear a little bit of clunkiness. It's not a big problem. So my aim right now is not as snappy as it normally would be. But I'm actually okay with that. Like I can bear a little bit of it if it means that we get a better experience on stream. At least that's my thinking and my mentality to it. And nothing is overheating. It's not really pushing my GPU or CPU too much. I'm actually okay with this. Like I said, the only downside for this game compared to, say, Darktide, Darktide had no problems. But Darktide I play on the lowest graphics because I don't really care. Like that one, I don't care how it looks. This one, I have to care about looks. So very, very important. But unsurprisingly, even with the Malevolent, it's actually functioning alright. I'm able to deal my supposed maximum damage, which seems pretty good to me. Like I can't really be mad about that, can I? So since I can deal my supposed maximum damage and everything seems fine, not gonna try and complain excessively.
My shield faltered. Into.
How you doing, Cardavel?
I need to reload.
The biggest issue here will definitely be the so-called snappiness of my aim, which is the only problem. Because this definitely suffers from similar issues to what most shooters would suffer from if you try to use frame gen on a shooter, which is the snappiness of aim. For Dark Tide, it doesn't matter because, at least the way I see it, or kind of like with Monster Hunter or other Souls-like games, it doesn't matter as much because I'm in melee range. I've got a hitbox rather than having to aim at the target. But when you have to aim at the target and you're snapping around, you will notice some input lag if you're going to use frame gen, which is very annoying. Especially in the situations where it's trying to generate maximum number of frames, but in actuality, your game is functioning on the low frames, like the actual number of lowered frames due to the amount of shit going on screen. Okay. I'm just glad you're feeling better, Lewis. Thank you for getting the super chat ball rolling today. It is much appreciated.
Reload. Reloading. My shield has been damaged.
It's definitely nice to have full frames, though. And of course, the beautiful cinematic textures.
I am loading. Oh no.
Okay, no problem. Very, very acceptable. Very, very acceptable indeed. You can try the Void Vessel as well. In fact, that's exactly where I'm going next. I have to go and try out things in the Void Vessel. But first and foremost, I'm going to do my dailies. Yes, we are, but the testing is actually graphically related. So just for anyone that's curious, what I did is I finally decided to try turning on frame gen for this so I could put my, in-game textures to cinematic. I've been wanting to do this for some time, but I hate frame gen on anything that's FPS related. So I've been just asking everyone, how does everything feel? You know, does it feel okay? You know, but so far everything on stream is looking good so far. This basically allows me the beautiful, beautiful cinematic textures, and everything is good. What is on Thursday? If you don't know, then you shouldn't be asking, Mr. Path of Exile Enjoyer. Ask again, and I will eliminate you from all existence in life. Okay? Good. Nah, anyway, just check their Twitter and you'll know. But if you don't know, check Twitter first. Then you can participate in discussions. But yeah, I don't know if it's working as intended, TJ, because here in this game, there's two things. One, it's FP. Well, it's technically a shooter. So the snappiness of my aim is a bit off than it normally would be because obviously you don't have actual frames. You're just generating AI frames, right? That's how frame generation works. So due to that, right, for me, I will feel some input lag. This is a common problem across all FPS, which is why I don't ever use frame gen in things like Marvel Rivals, stuff like that. I normally would use it only in like more Souls-based games, but because I need TFD to look absolutely stunning, at least until I get my new PC next month, I felt that it would be better to try it out here at least. But so far it's okay. It's not horrendous. But yeah, input is a bit of an issue. The second thing is that here in this game, right, frame rates actually affect your damage, which is very silly, and they still haven't fixed that yet, at least to the best of my knowledge. So due to that, I was wondering on how my DPS would look, but so far my DPS seems okay, which I'm quite satisfied about. So yeah, that's alright. Hey Baron. Okay, let's take a look at the polls so far. After 33 votes, 18% say they're buying the full package. That's still a lot. 18% say they're buying some only. 30% are not buying the Gunner stuff, and 33% are not buying because they broke. They are broke. Hashtag sad. I'm sorry to hear that you guys are broke. I understand the feeling. All right. I know the feels. The feels and the heels. Excuse me. Okay, Sigma Sector, Infiltration Operation, Complete Missions. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let us now... We're going to do the same thing, but now let's try it out with Azimo. Moezi. Let's go see how things look when there's lots of enemies around. There's already some input lag, even in just Albion alone. But the game at least looks beautiful so far. My GPU is only RTX 3080 right now. This is still my old PC. But for the new PC, I'm going straight for a 5090. And that's why next month I gotta work hard. Because the cost is very, very high. Higher than expected. But there's just no choice. I gotta do it for the sake of my business. Frame gen is very heavily dependent on your hardware. Your basic hardware has to be able to actually generate a decent amount of frames, which is the key of frame gen. Frame gen is not meant to generate frames by itself, but rather it's to supplement what you already have. This is kind of the issue with frame gen tech. So you will notice, like for me at least, I notice it a lot. I notice the input lag, stuff like that, because I'm essentially pushing it on lower frames to look like it has higher frames. But there's no artifacting at least, which is nice, so that's good. Even with DLSS on, I still would only get about... Like, I can get close to 120 most of the time, but in certain situations, due to how many enemies are on screen, and the poor optimization, and the effects and everything, I will get lower frames, so unfortunately that is still a thing. But for me personally, I like to see everything in high graphics. However, the frame gen, so like in the VP was okay. Here, it doesn't seem as good, to be honest. No, never turn on VSync. You should be setting the frames in accordance. But I like having good graphics here because I like to see everything in as high detail as possible. But I'm trying to see how bad the input lag would be. So far the input lag is not that high, but because their frame gen doesn't allow me to set the amount of FPS I want, it's still creating weird stutter. I'm not talking like visible stutter, but like I can see the slowdowns because I experienced it with Darktide this morning. So I think it's more, this one will be more of a hardware issue. Which is understandable, and I guess I have to go back to their old... Yeah, I have to go back to my old settings because... As much as I want those beautiful, beautiful cinematic graphics, it will not... It will affect my gameplay. And gameplay for viewers is much more important. Ah. Like for screenshots, I can just change settings whenever I want. VSync basically sets it so that the game's refresh rate will match your monitor's refresh rate. So different monitors can have different refresh rates. And like, for example, my monitor is set to 120 hertz. That's the refresh rate, so 120 FPS. So it'll basically match the FPS of the game to your monitor. Most of the time, VSync should be off though, because at times, FPS will have issues. It will have to drop lower than intended. This is because there's just too much going on the screen, stuff like that. So yeah. So that is where you will see. You will see VSync being used. But for most games, just turn it off because it's really, really terrible. It's usually what I would consider a bad idea. SMO is very easy to build. He's not difficult or complex. But I am disappointed with the overall optimization of the game thus far. It is annoying. And that annoys me.
Let's go.
I understand they want this game to look as beautiful as possible, but they seem to have lost a lot of optimization focus, which is no good. And their frame gen is weird. Heading back to town, I'm gonna reset the settings. Yeah, their CPU usage is very high and spikes often, which is problematic. I used to be able to stream this game on both TikTok and YouTube at the same time, but now it's impossible to do so. Like with every patch, the optimization's just gotten worse and worse and worse. So it's not so good. I'll tell you that much, it's not so good. Okay, back to old settings. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. I'm sad, but it is what it is. Frame gen off, max frame rates, because for this type of game you need 120. Can't have it lower than that. Okay. Now to ensure the new settings take. Ugh, I can see the visible difference. I feel so sad. No problem, CG. Thank you for hanging out. I'll catch you another time, pal. You have a good one. Okay, restarting. My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. You always see FPS drops because this game's optimization is like, no shade to the devs, but it's genuinely ass. It is one of the worst optimizations I've ever seen. Due to that, it's just rough overall. I really would like the optimization to be better, but honest to God, it's just no good. And they've like it's like effectively worsened since the beginning. So yeah, that would be a consistent thing because with every patch, right, I think they're trying to optimize. First they dropped the old gen stuff, and I understand that they're now trying to optimize, but it's not enough and it's just no good. Because I need my characters to look good, you know? I think all games struggle with that right now, and that is where a lot of stuff is just going absolutely wrong. But a lot of games do struggle horrendously with that. And I can understand why. It's not easy. I get it. I hear you. But for me, at least, I feel it's something that they must do. But yeah, we're just not getting any of the good stuff, which again disappoints me. Okay, anyway, now I'll try it this way with frame gen. So I've lowered the graphics and I'm going to try it now with frame gen. frame gen. I pronounced it weird, but whatever. I don't care. Ghost of Tsushima is old enough to be optimized. Anything that is old, I don't count as being worthy of frame gen optimization. Because it's old, it should already be optimized, you know how? You know, like that's how I feel about it, but I know some may not agree, but that's genuinely how I feel about it.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Descendant, we've confirmed a large-scale Vulgus transfer. Attack their deployment point.
Firing time bomb. Start the count.
He's a fun one for sure. But he's too slow in terms of actual farming.
Bomb installed. Firing time bomb. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Yeah, even with frame gen, right, and lowered graphics, you can just see that there will still be some times when,
Count.
if like there's a lot of particles on screen, and if I turn on explosion effects,
Time bomb.
it's just horrendous.
Hit me again.
Like if they want to have explosive characters, oof,
Start the count. Ooh, you're on fire.
it's just no good. Yeah, their optimization is pretty poor. By the way, hey Michael. I am V-Ray disappointed.
Landmine planted.
It's okay in its own weird way, but not 100% too happy about it.
Firing time bomb. Firing time bomb. That all you got?
I don't like optimization issues, but it is what it is. I mean, we got what we got, right?
Firing time bomb.
And if we got what we got, we may as well just enjoy it.
Hit me again. Let's go. Landmine planted. That all you got? Start the count. Landmine planted. Hey, this way. Firing time bomb. Done. Bomb installed. Landmine planted. Let's blow them all up. Hey, things are about to get pretty serious. But you
Captain Rebellious, deploying RK. I am
hit me
the
again.
original.
Awesome. Oh. Ooh, you're on fire. Oh. I won't go quietly. Oh. Bomb installed. Start the count.
Damn, Rena, why do you want to wound this man more than he's already been wounded?
Yeah. That all you got?
Am I?
Mission complete. Transport inbound. See you soon.
Okay, that's done for today. Taking a look at the poll again, checking in. After 50 votes, 18% say they're buying the full package, 20% says they're buying some only, 36% not buying, and 25% cannot buy because they're broke. Hashtag sad. It's most definitely Unreal Engine, yeah. But I see that, but like, honestly, for me personally, I just feel that like in this day and age, we should not be having such issues. It's just unrealistic. Technology has been getting better, and I think that game developers nowadays need to learn to utilize current technology more effectively before we evolve stuff to the next level. Because we keep evolving, but people haven't even learned how to use things, you know, in an optimal manner. Yes, so I've heard. But again, frame gen can't solve like all the issues. That's kind of the problem here. Because like for this game, whether I use it or don't use it, it's roughly the same. I'm gonna be real with you about that. The problem is most likely the low latency, actually. I should try it without it one more round. Because I know the low latency does cause some problems. That's fair enough, Baron. If it is what you desire, go for it. I am not here to disagree. Sorry guys, it's just restarting the game because now I'm gonna try frame gen on, but low latency off. And if it still doesn't work out, then frame gen completely off and we'll go back to old settings. Because it worked out so well for Dark Tide this morning that I was thinking to myself, huh. No, that's just how things work, Ziggy. If your game doesn't support 144 frames, it will always look glonky if your game is on 120 and your monitor is on 144. You always match your monitor's refresh rate to a multiple of what your game's FPS is. So, you always got to take note of that. It's nothing to do with monitor quality or anything like that. High refresh rate doesn't always mean better. That's okay. A lot of the stuff I had to learn because this is literally my livelihood. So you bet your bottom dollar I had to learn all about that. Don't forget to like and share the stream, by the way. I want more people to be able to see and support the streams. Therefore, I can earn more and I will get better PCs so I can stream even better for you. Don't forget to register me as your creator for those that haven't yet, yeah? Counting on y'all. Okay, let's Tim Curry on. Also, oh my god, I never posted to my own Discord. I mean, most people from my own Discord will be here anyway, but still. I always forget sometimes. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Now the options are no low latency, but we do have frame gen. Okay, let's see what happens. Now we go to Guinness Book of World Records. Rise, shadows from the deep. Screamer angels did not weep. Okay, we got to do an infiltration operation. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Someday I do want to get to 240 hertz. I think it'll be crazy. Someday. But not right now. Because most games can't handle it anyway. Lurk away, brother. Lurk away. As long as y'all got YouTube Premium or ad block is off, who am I to say no to lurkers? Do it. Lurk away.
This is where it ends. You can't escape.
A lot of people underestimate 60 FPS. More FPS isn't necessarily better unless you're playing a shooter. Because eyesight wise, right, 60 FPS already looks amazing. But when you're playing a shooter, of course you want as many frames as possible. That way you can react even faster to anything coming your way. It's literally like having, you know, like some kind of super ninja vision. And you're completely fine, man. No need to worry about it. Lurk away. Hey, Joe. What up? How's it going? I think CG's already dipped, but I'm sure he'd appreciate your greeting. How's it going, Joe?
Don't you dare run away.
You don't have additional stutters on 60 FPS. You actually have less stutters because the game will be smoother. What you're actually probably seeing is the difference in smoothness.
Begin tracking. Let's end this. Low.
I'm not working on anything in particular today, Joe. I'm actually testing certain graphical settings to see how I can make the game look super good for you guys while also just enjoying myself. So that's essentially what I'm doing right now. Because the NVIDIA Reflex low latency is something I like to have on if I'm using frame gen, but with it the game stutters a lot more. So I've now got frame gen on but this thing off, and I'm just testing what I can do to push my graphics for you guys to the maximum. So now I'm going to try cinematic textures, which is obviously absolutely stunning, and then see if it causes any problems so far. Farming the reactor for Keelan being slow, that's very normal. After this next infiltration operation's done, we're actually going to test that for Mr. Kiki in the Void Vessel. Then, of course, later on we'll test in the VEP as well. But yeah, I'm just seeing how I can push this game to be the best for you guys.
Give up. This is going to hurt.
For me right now, the only big issue, in my personal opinion, is the artifacting on the hair. That's the only place where I can see artifacting on cinematics. On cinematic graphics, where it's trying to keep up with 120 FPS. No, I have allergies, my dude. I have permanent allergies, and that's why
Let's end this.
you'll see me sometimes sniff stuff like my inhaler.
Boom. This is awesome, huh? Take this.
Well, yeah. Builds update all the time, man. Can't take a break for too long, bud. So welcome back to the game.
This is awesome, huh?
Welcome back to the game.
This is where it
Now spend your entire life in shame. There's some minor artifacting now if I push it up to cinematic. But it's very, very minor. Very, very minor. So thankfully it's not a big deal. As long as you're following my build busy, you'll be okay. Well, if you don't want to waste catalyst. If you like to waste catalyst, feel free not to follow my build and you'll be alright.
Take this.
And then you'll eventually come back to my channel and follow my build and spend more catalysts. I said I've got allergies, buddy. You know about my allergies, Baron. You're not a first-time viewer. The hell kind of question is that? Is this Baron trolling? Is this Baron trolling? Yeah, that means he bought Catalyst as well. But hey, you know, if some people are that crazy, then who am I to disagree? Who am I to disagree, you know? Some people be like that. And people that be like that, they be like that. So what can you do, right? What can you do? Good. In that case, you will minimize your catalyst waste. Asthma is not an allergy. But just so you know, asthma is not an allergy. Asthma is to do... Actually, I should probably Google it, but it's not an allergy. It's inflammation of the lungs, not to do with specific allergies. It can be triggered by allergens, but it has nothing to do with allergies. Like, it's not an allergy by itself. What I'm allergic to is the specific form of grass that they use in Singapore. But this specific type of grass causes me endless nasal allergies. So due to that, I always use my inhaler. Keeps me from having my nose running all over the place. Otherwise, I'll be incapacitated and out of action. Unless you want to see your favorite streamer, red-eyed, nose dripping, and still trying to stream for you guys. And coughing all over the place, which probably would not look very good. So yeah, my problem is mostly to do with the fact that I'm allergic to the grass in Singapore. It's pretty awesome. In a bad way. Okay. Yeah, the artifacting is not too bad. It's just around the hair. Makes it look a little ass. Of course, in the actual screen, this will not be a problem. You get the full quality here. But in the actual field, when we're running around, if you pay very close attention to the hair, there's some artifacting due to the frame gen. It's minor, but it's still there. Mr. Daniel, you need to turn notifications on from now on, okay? Anytime I drop a video, I want you to watch it because you should not be missing my videos. The video I released is literally from 5 days ago. It says the First Descendant updated Haley sniper build. So I'm going to link you right now, but you need to learn to check my channel more properly, my friend. If you guys are unsure, please visit the playlist, all right? Bookmark the playlist, turn notifications on, hit the bell button. Hit the bell button, set notifications from personalized to all, okay? Because you should not need to ask me to link you stuff. I mean, I don't mind doing it, but this is something that cannot happen, guys. You need to learn to keep your notifications on. Make sure you're citing every single video. Don't miss a single video, all right? Even if you're not interested in the video, go watch the video. The more videos you watch, the better. Okay. Yep, just turn notifications on. That's the most important thing. You should be getting notifications from my videos and streams as they appear. Okay? Always check your YouTube settings. Make sure you do that. No problem, but please, please, please learn how to search properly, all right? Don't let it happen again. Anytime in future, if you guys don't know how to YouTube search, what you do is you type in the keywords, like for example, Haley sniper build. Then you put in RealAsianRobot. You can actually just put that into the YouTube search bar. Then on the YouTube search, there are filters. You can filter by latest or whatever, or you can filter by like within the last month, stuff like that. Make sure you guys do that if you really cannot find videos. Learning how to search YouTube is very crucial because a lot of people don't know how to properly search YouTube. And YouTube themselves, they never really optimize their search because basically for them, they're like, oh, we're Google, so we don't need to care. It's not exactly great. So once you need to learn how to search. This day and age, a lot of people still don't know how to search YouTube effectively or Google effectively, which means that you guys may get old or outdated information. Yes, you can also grow out of it and grow into it. It's true. You may at times lose allergies, or you may sometimes gain allergies as you grow older. Cheese is one of the common ones. A lot of older folks, they can enjoy a lot of cheese when they're younger, but once they hit 40s or 50s, they can no longer enjoy cheese. I myself have that issue because I was already lactose intolerant, but when I was like 15 or 16, I could drink like chocolate milk with no issues. Once I hit 19, even sipping chocolate milk would cause me stomach problems straight away. Then when I hit 30, I couldn't eat as much pizza as I used to because the cheese would just cause me issues. Mr. Daniel, please follow the build exactly. Don't ever ask, does it work with this? Does it work with that? No. Go follow exactly what's in the build. Okay? That's what I will tell you guys. On this channel, don't ever ask, does this work with a substitute weapon? No. When I design a build, it is designed specifically with the equipment in the build. So you must follow the equipment exactly. All right? Don't be one of those, you know, people that come from other channels and, you know, they're total idiots. They'll just ask me like, oh, does it work with this? Does it work with that? No, I didn't design the build for that. Okay? So remember, RealAsianRobot's channel, we're different. We're professional. But that also means that when we design something, it is designed for the specific circumstances. You change even one small thing in the build, it will not work. Okay? So this is a reminder to everybody. A lot of people like to mess around. A lot of people like to say, oh, I tried it with this, tried with that. Don't do that. Don't be one of those morons. Just do exactly what's in the build. You'll have no problems. You do something that's not in the build, you're going to have problems. Plain and simple. This actually is a rule of thumb for pretty much every game that I've ever played. A lot of people will say, oh, I've used your build for this, but I tried it with this weapon and it didn't work. I'm like, I'll always tell them, was that weapon in the original build? Then they'll be like, no, but I just want to try it. Don't ever speak to me and say, I want to try it with this. Don't. When there's a build, you use it specifically with what I tell you to do. Don't ever change anything in my build. You ever change anything in my build, I'll personally slap you, but also you'll be less effective. Give you an example. Those of you who've seen me play the game Darktide, you'll understand that like when I play, if you've seen the way that I play Darktide, right? Everything is working together like a well-oiled machine. Big boss comes out, my bolt gun is out, I'm blasting, you know, that kind of thing. But somebody might change it and say, oh, I like the revolver. Can I use your build with the revolver? Like publicly, I'll tell them, yeah, sure, you can do that. But in actuality, they're just going to get themselves owned because you don't do that. You change the smallest thing in the build, ineffective. Beginner builds for new characters someone may get. Never touch a beginner build ever. And I'll tell you why. It is a waste of an investment. Let me give you an example. Mr. Duh situation. Okay? Back in the day, a lot of people used to do beginner builds. In fact, when the game first started, I also did a couple of beginner builds because I thought it would help players, right? But here's the reality of the situation. This is a beginner build. This is what a beginner build looks like. It's literally maybe 5 or 6 modules, and it's not optimized at all. So even if you just got the character, it is literally pointless to follow a beginner build because how beginner do you want it to be? And even if I was to work within these limitations, you are already going to slap an energy activator in straight away, which brings your mod capacity up to 80. And then you're probably going to get it leveled in the Special Operations Defense mission, which means you should always go straight for the end game build because it's what you're going to build toward anyway. I think what people are really confused about is with the beginner build, which mods do I go for first? You know, when the end build has all these different mods. So I guess as a beginner guide, for those of you that have already watched my beginner guide, which you already should have and you should already know, you always take your basic survival and a bit of skill damage first if it's a skill-based build. Otherwise, you take your basic survival first and off you go. All right, so that is always the answer as a standard. That's why there's no reason for a beginner build, because the only people who need beginner builds are those that don't understand the game anyway and who have not been coached by this channel. Anyone who's been coached by this channel automatically understands. You go for a character first. Just give you an example right now. All right, no transcendent module. What was the first thing that you would put in your character? For all of my builds, you should already know it's increase HP, right? Okay, this is your first survival. After your first survival, Blair is skill-based. So I'm just giving you an example, by the way, guys. Don't actually build this. It's a waste of your time. But the first thing that you'll do is, okay, skill damage. So skill damage, which ones do you use? Simple. Focus on fire. And Blair is dimension, so focus on dimension. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, we've got 2 of these in. Now what else do I use? Blair uses skills, so he might need skill expansion. Okay, bada bing, bada boom, skill expansion in there. And that's how you do a beginner build. It's like this. It will always be like this. And this is how any beginner build is going to look. Because this just gives you the so-called basic bang for your buck. Then from here, you would move on and say, okay, I've got to add different things to him and so on and so forth. But there's no point in me showcasing this is the most basic beginner build because, again, it's going to be a waste of your time. So go straight for like the finalized build toward it, but always put in your survival first, then your cooldowns, then your damage, then, okay, Blair needs cooldowns, right? Then the next thing would be nimble fingers and MP conversion. Usually if you put an energy activator in, you'll be able to fit both nimble fingers and MP conversion in. And that's always the start of any skill-based build. So there you go. That's how it works. And in general, that's what anyone would do. And that's why please don't fall for those silly guides that are like, beginner build for your character. Please use this beginner build. Okay, first of all, it's going to be garbage and you're going to outgrow it in like literally one level up. So what's the point? If you ever need to level up, see special operations, go in here and go into hard mode and bada bing bada boom, somebody will level you. I did exactly that with Ezimo the first time around. Somebody leveled me the first time and I was good to go, you know? So don't worry about it. Don't fall for the tricks out there because look, a lot of people are very desperate for YouTube views. They'll do anything to con newbies into following them and thinking that they're actually experienced creators. I've seen quite a few already, you know, trying to make a name for themselves in TFT, and they'll be all like, oh, come to my Twitch stream, we'll help you, and blah, 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 blah. Don't fall for it, because what I can tell you in 5 minutes is more than what these people will do to help you in a single stream. And believe me, I've actually seen it. Because they don't know this, but I've secretly watched a couple of these so that I know that I'm not talking out of my ass. And based on what I've seen, yeah, don't fall for it. Very, very bad idea. Very terrible idea to fall for it. And if you do fall for it, well, all I can say is that you guys will be the ones losing out. And listen, Bunny does like McDonald's. How dare she not like McDonald's? Okay, let's try the frame gen in the Void Vessel with Keelan. And see how he feels. Because Keelan is one of the snappiest characters, so I want to see if I can push this. Reggie, that sounds like a hardware issue, man. So if the game is crashing before the game even starts, either you've got a problem with your anti-cheat or you've got a problem with your hardware. So upgrade your hardware if you want to keep gaming. Either your settings are too high or you've done something else wrong. But usually if it's crashing before the game even starts, absolutely that's a problem with the anti-cheat. Which means you have illegal programs or you're doing something illegal with your machine that you should not be doing. I'm assuming you're on PC. If you're on a console, then can't help you. And if you need additional technical support, go straight to the official Discord and ask there. I'm gonna be real with you, Reiji. That's not a tip, that's common sense. Anytime there's a technical issue, and if it's before your game starts, it's a hardware issue. No problem. I also used the wrong thing. Oof.
You can't run away.
Okay. I think even with the frame gen, it's possibly because Keelan is so flighty. It's not that great.
This is your end.
And I think we'll have to go without the frame gen because whatever the case is, it already was poorly optimized, and even with frame gen, I'm not getting any value.
You can't run away. Too snuffed. I'll snuff them like. Changing mags. swapping mags.
No, you're not, because as I've told you guys multiple times, you should never follow any kind of graphics guide video. Your graphical settings must always be tuned to your hardware, no one else's. So,
My shield's down.
I've said it many times, Hero. And of course, Hero would not know this because Hero is a noob. But at least now you can follow my advice. Never ever follow those stupid videos that tell you, oh, these are the best graphical settings or whatever. You're gonna get yourself in a lot of trouble following those kinds of videos because how does the person making the video know what your hardware is? Unless you've got the exact same hardware as the guy making the video, it is a terrible, terrible decision to ever follow those videos. I know because I've literally tried following dozens of those videos. It is the dumbest idea ever because I got fooled by that when I first started out in the gaming industry and it was terrible. I would try following these videos and I would not get any of the results that I actually wanted. And the reasoning, plain and simple, is because everyone's hardware is different. Yeah, get used to it. Alright, intelligence is the most important thing amongst my people, Hero. You must gain intelligence. Always gain intelligence. Never be foolish, never be silly. Think logically.
You can't run away. Too slow.
Logic and sense are the things that people lack most these days. You must not lack it. But yes, coming back to the main point, everybody's hardware is different. So a graphics guide video would be the worst thing that you could do to your audience, in my personal opinion. A lot of those tech channels will just put it out. They don't care. They don't care and they don't give a damn. And most of them are running with like 5090s or like literally the best possible graphics card, and they tell you, oh, these are the best settings. Like, bro, come on, screw you.
Crumbling.
You know shit about shit. And also their CPU, RAM, a lot of their stuff is going to be very different from yours. Even the amount of space left on your hard drive plays an important part. A lot of people don't know this, but you need what is called buffer room on your hard disk drive or your solid state drive,
You can't run away.
as it were, whichever one. You always need some buffer room. That's very important. So yeah,
Move.
without enough buffer room, you'll have a bad time. And I will tell you that much. So that's why, for me at least, it is very important that I know and understand my own settings and play around. Always play around with the settings where you can.
This is your end.
The more you play around with the settings, I promise you, the more you'll learn. And that's good for you. Alright, never be afraid to experiment. That's the key thing. With settings, you got to experiment. You got to find out, you know, what's best for you as a player, as a gamer, with your specific hardware. Hey, you better put intelligence modifier on your modules. Because like I said, when I first started out, I fell for a lot of tricks that a lot of people put out, you know, and I realized at the end of the day, they do this for the clicks. Which sure is good for them, you know. I'm sure it gets them a lot of attention and a lot of viewership. But once people wise up, they don't trust you anymore. And I don't want my audience to feel like they can't trust me. I want my audience to always feel like they can trust me. That's why I never put out tier list videos. I never put out silly videos like settings videos. A lot of people have asked for them, but I would never put them out because it's just a bad idea.
An enemy container has been revealed. Please
Okay.
verify the data.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn off the frame gen. As sad as it is, it's just no good. It's not helpful enough. Somehow it's actually worsening the situation rather than helping. OG, you are very new to my channel. You know how I can tell? Because the only people who ask me, can I see your modules? Are the people that don't know how this channel works. Go straight to my channel, follow the build, OG. Follow the build. You don't need to see my modules, and modules alone will never help you. For example, I can show you my modules right now. How is this going to help you? This isn't going to do shit for you. Honest to God. Because it also depends on your external components. It depends on your reactor. You need to know the arcade tuning as well. All of this contributes to how good a character is which is why go straight to the build videos. Never ask on my channel. Instead, what you should ask is, do you have a build video? If I tell you yes, then all you gotta do is go find the build video and you're good to go. All right. If you just take the modules, or if some dumbass streamer, because I know there's a lot on Twitch right now, they'll be all like, hey, oh, I'm using this modules for my characters. These characters are great. Can I have a hug? You're gonna go wrong, because just having the modules alone isn't gonna do shit for you. Because all of this is supplementary based on your reactor. It's supplementary based on the amount of like skills and stuff that you have, the external components, what effects you're getting. It all comes together. Your modules are usually modifiers that build on top of the base that you are creating with like all your other equipment. So never just look at modules. Bad idea. As I said in my video, modules are the first step, yes, because they're easiest to obtain. But all they are is enhancements to your base. You need your equipment, you need your reactors, you need a lot of other stuff. Okay? So that is the most important thing. Never go for just modules. And I know that a lot of people do perpetuate this myth. I have seen it myself with my own 2 eyeballs. Okay? I've seen it for myself because I've seen some dudes on Twitch be all like, these are my modules. The build is so good. If you use these modules, like, oh my God, everything will go correctly. Except they didn't tell you that they literally stole the build from my channel. They're claiming it as their own build. And modules alone are not enough. They don't cite this because they don't have the knowledge. Whereas we have been here since the start of the game, you know? No problem, OG. I am here to actually help because, of course, I'm an official content creator for this game. And number 2, I build trust with my audience. I don't hold anything back. I'm blunt, I'm in your face, and I'm going to be real with you on every single thing that I do. If you haven't already seen it, you might want to check out the quick guide for returning players. This will give you a good indication of what is necessary for most builds. So there you go. Oh, Sooks, everybody copies me, but it's okay. I don't really care. They can just do whatever they want. Like, they can copy me, but they'll never be me. Companies aren't phoning them up saying, hey, can you promote our product? Hey, can you do a video on my game? Companies ain't phoning them. They're phoning me. So I don't care. They can copy me if they like, but like I said, they'll never be me. And once people discover the original and they actually hear what's up, they'll usually just say like, okay, this guy freaking lied to me. I'm not going to watch his streams anymore. Unless you find them very entertaining or something, which I guess could be the case. But it's very rare. Once people realize that they've been lied to, they don't come back. They don't like it. Okay, I'm going to go back to my old settings. Sorry, fam. As unfortunate as it is, we're just going to have to accept it. You can make whatever build you like, King. There's nothing wrong with that. Do whatever you please. You know, enjoy it. Play the game the way you want. Just remember that for maximum efficiency, I mean, some things are not going to work out. But if you want to run around with something like that, hey, that's on you. Go ahead. As long as you're not claiming it's the best build in history and, you know, you let people know that it's just for fun, do whatever you want. I mean, there was that one time I made that Void Domination build just because people said, hey, can you make one? I said, yeah, it's super inefficient and stupid, but, you know, I'll make it. Go for it. Nothing wrong with adding your own fun to the game.
Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
I love that Rena just enjoys abusing Carnival. Like, it's like your life's calling is just abusing Carnival.
You can't run away. This is your rank. Too slow.
Like, what on earth did Carnival do to you that warranted this level of abuse?
Move. This is your rank. Take that. Too slow. You can't run away. Reloading. Crumbling rot. Move.
Hello, Carnival. Is enjoying the rip.
You can't run away. This is your end. Too slow.
Yeah, I guess you can't stop him. Guess he's your student now, buddy. Nothing wrong with making your own builds. You can do that.
Move. Too slow.
I encourage people to make their own stuff and experiment because you never know what you're going to discover. You might discover something that is better for a specific situation, in which case I may learn from you. Just as long as you're not one of those people that, you know, studies my build, gives me no credit, and just says, I came up with this. Yeah, you're going to get shut down real fast if you do that.
Too slow.
But other than that, yeah, I don't sweat it too much.
Move. You can't run away. Too slow. This is your end.
I'm pretty sure, Anthony, that they're not universal. I think it's going to be a big individual package, as least as far as I am aware. Because if you take a look at them, they're not like different colors. So I'm pretty sure they're not universal skins. I'm pretty sure each individual character is going to have its own skin. So it's going to be a very expensive package. It's going to be the same as a swimsuit package. I foresee that it's going to be another like 5,500 caliber investment if you want the full package. So that's why, based on the polls, you know, 24% going to buy the full package. Well, I hope that 24% of the 95 votes has already registered me as their creator. If they registered anybody else, then why the hell are they at my poll? You know what I'm saying? If they're going to be buying the full package, no problem. Do it. But they better be registering me as their creator. If they registered somebody else but you're voting in my poll, like, bruh, that's just sad.
This is your end.
In the Robot Nation, we value loyalty. Anyone who's disloyal, well, you're gonna disappear real quick.
You can't run away.
An enemy container has been revealed. Please verify the data.
I think that to an extent, I don't see it as very harmful, but it may not be ideal. Because for me, I believe that collecting modules is already so simple that people should just do it anyway. And if they naturally just collect modules, they'll be alright. So I don't view it as a very negative thing. Therefore, I feel that, you know, it's fine. I don't think there needs to be a mode where everything is unlocked. I feel that people should unlock and then go and experiment. That to me is the more ideal way. But of course, maybe my thinking is old school. Still, that is my way of thinking. Okay. And for anyone that hasn't registered me as your creator yet, but you're voting in my poll, like, bruh, I'm going to put up the link right now. Make sure you hit the link that Nightbot puts up. Register me as your creator. Do it. The more of you that do, the better. Okay, I want as many people registering me as possible. That's the way. And also 59% are still saying they're not buying. That's completely fine. 41% are buying, with 18% buying only some, and 23% buying everything. Oh no, I understand what you mean, Ellison. I still don't think it's a good idea. Like, it's not harmful, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel that part of the joy is collecting. And once you collect it, then you can go and experiment, you know? So I don't feel that there needs to be a mode where everything is unlocked and you can experiment freely. It's unnecessary. But again, that's just my thoughts. Maybe people want that. Who knows? But I don't think it's a necessary focus. Do whatever helps you, hero. I tune all the voices out anyway. They're all irrelevant to me. The only thing that matters is doing what I need to do. Okay, we finished our graphical testing because there's nothing much else that I need to know about. They need to make the lab work like it's supposed to with Ice Maiden. Austin, you should know by now, brother. Nothing ever works. Things working in this game? You must be joking. You must be Joe plus King. I wonder something. For hilarity's sake. Just because it would be funny. I want to see some. There's a Luna build on my channel. You can go take a look at it if you want. I mean, I don't play her actively, but yes, I have her maxed out. Why do you ask, Mr. Marshall?
Bring it.
What is your reason for your question?
Assault turret activated.
Molten Fortress approaching.
Okay, I kind of knew he would do that.
Transferring suppressor immediately.
That is a shame, but it is what it is. I was hoping it would knock down, but I guess it doesn't.
My shield is down.
What a shame. Well, if you want to play her as a DPS, you can follow my build. It's already on my channel.
Operating assault turret. Activating trap. Bring it. There's always a fix.
Lol. That was so sad. What a gigantic waste. Okay, let's get out of here, Slaber. Well, congrats, hero. I'm happy for you. Yep. This is about to be boring, but I've got so many amorphous, I may as well use it. I have too many amorphous. So, time to spam.
Aiming at target. Target down. Velocity
Bang.
neutralized.
Being a Colossus must feel so sad these days.
You're going to feel a little chilly. Selecting objective.
I think we all do, brother.
Down. Colossus neutralized.
But those days are long gone. Those are truly the days of future past. Brother, I've got 100 amorphous to spend. Why would I waste my time letting him stand? I wish I was doing Havocs right now, to be honest.
This is Haley. Interception was successful.
This game needs Havocs. Oh no, I'll just play on NA server and get there. You'll be fine, Rena. I'm sure I'll get there eventually. I'll just do it slowly.
New super chat received.
You got it. Thanks for supporting the music. All cash goes toward my new PC so I can stream it even higher quality for you guys.
Beneath the ash, where none can see, gentle breath
Hey, Eddie. Hope you're having a good Monday, my friend.
Static hum, the wires scream, fractured light, a twisted dream, clings to screams, the line will blur, reality breaks, the storm will stop. Pierce the heavens, rip the veil, delicate whispers to sound.
You're welcome.
Waves of fire, chaos reigns, echoes linger, bloodstained chains. Bloodstained chains. Bloodstained
Aiming at target. This is Haley. Interception was successful.
Okay, that was Shattered Veil, ladies and gents. Hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you, Baron, for the lovely super chat. All supers, donations, tips will go to my new PC, which I'll have to order next month, and it's going to be a beast of a machine. All right, so thank you very much to everybody who contributes. But anyway, if you want to check out my stuff, I have a new partnership with Anime Dakimakura Pillows. They provide a variety of authentic Japanese products, a lot of which are spicier products for adults. But I will safely say that ever since I got my code, people have spent over $1,000 in store. I get a 10% commission of whatever you spend, so feel free to buy products for yourself. Just use my code. You also get a 10% discount. Okay, my commission doesn't increase the costs. Basically, the cost of the product minus 10% is what you pay. Then 10% of that is my commission. So yeah, they're really, really good. I like working with them. They're very nice people. And it's been an absolute pleasure.
Colossus neutralized.
So if you want to check it out, you know, and you are of the appropriate age, you can go see the store over there. Like I said, they're honestly a fantastic provider. I like working with them. The best part is that they offer a lot of custom stuff. So maybe it's not necessarily this game, or maybe it's not even like a popular anime franchise or whatever. But let's say you got a particular character that you like and you want her on your pillow cover. They can do that. That's what I like about them. They do very good custom work.
New super chat received.
Ooh, thank you, Eddie. Love it. Yes. Next month, I'm going to do my hardest to like earn. I'm going to try and earn at least an extra 2,000-3,000 next month. And that'll all finish the PC off. Then I should have it by September.
Interception was
And
successful.
we will be in a good situation. Now, you let me know what kind of music you want, Eddie. I'll happily play it for you. What's your genre? You want my sad R&B? You want my hip hop? You got my metal? Whatever you want, you can mix and match as well. Let me know what you're in the mood for, buddy. Happily play my music for you. And sarangeo. Thank you. I love you all. Yep, I want a 5090. Because that way I can stream for you like in 1440p, but I can also have like some of the best graphical settings on at all times. Make the games look extra beautiful. Keep it metal Monday. All right. I hear you. I hear you. Let's go.
Interception was successful.
I got you. I'll help you wake up right now.
Screams of chaos, a hymn of pain, bloodstained skies, crimson rain, melody weeps, the void consumes, shattered throne, eternal doom. Riot grip, chase and bite, twisted fate, the stars align, rising fury, no retreat, destruction dim, wants to fade. Bloodstained skies, crimson rain, melody weeps, the void consumes, shattered throne, eternal doom, final roar, a world undone, ashes scattered, the war is won, unlighted whispers, fading light, shattered throne, eternal doom.
There you guys go. Next.
Target confirmed.
Dark clouds loom, the sky turns black, shattered dreams, no turning back. Electric pulse, it cuts the air, chaos reigns, despair lays bare. Wires hum, the circuits scream, a twisted world, a broken dream. Metal shards, they pierce the night. Through the void, we start the fight. Rise through the fire, scream through the pain. Burning like lightning, tearing the chains. Echoes of fury, beauty collides. In shattered skies where darkness resides.
Starting to feel a little chilly. This is Haley. Interception was
A
successful.
siren's voice so haunting, clear a banshee's wail, instills the fear. Harmony breaks, destruction calls, the beauty bleeds as the system Steel and flesh, they intertwine. A brutal dance, no end in time. The circuits spark, the blood runs cold. A tale of power, fierce and bold. Rise through the fire, scream through the pain. Burning like lightning, tearing the chains. Echoes of fury, beauty collides. In shattered skies where darkness resides.
to me. Over limit freeze. Target down. Colossus neutralized.
I'll play one more in a second. Now, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Oops, almost forgot to exit the stance.
Whispers in shadows, soft as a breath, veil of despair, a dance with death. Fingers trace scars, a story untold. In silence we shatter, in darkness we mourn. Scream for the void, let the echoes collide.
You know it, Daniel.
Torn open wide, beauty in chaos we sing, a hymn to the storm. Let the end begin. Glitch in the fabric.
How you doing, Foxarella?
Static and fear, synthetic pulse, the end draws near. Fragile and fierce, the balance breaks. Rise from the ruins, a world remains. Every fragile, crumbling sky, soft as a whisper, truth in the lies. Screams tear through the fragile is gone, metallic and raw, the battle goes on. Scream for the void, the echoes collide. Delicate threads, torn open wide. Beauty
Hey, Arcane.
in chaos we sing, a hymn to the storm. Let the end begin. Screams to the void, screams rend the air. Harmony clashes, pain laid bare. Stronger bends, the borders erased in the fires of sound. A soul embraced.
Hope y'all enjoyed that. Thank you, Eddie, for the lovely super chats. So that was a nice selection of metal. Foxy, thank you for putting up the links. But yeah, everybody always asks about our Discord. You see, we don't just let anybody into our family. Family is family. Ohana means family, all right? So you want to get into my club, you better be a top tier supporter. If I don't see you loving me like some of these other people out here love me, you ain't ever getting the family. You know, that's just how it is. Sorry, not sorry, you know? We gotta draw some lines. Well, maybe start by actually getting a high enough tier membership and I'll consider it, hero.
Target confirmed. Ready. You're going to feel a little chilly.
Getting into the family is no easy business because we gotta make sure you're really ride or die for the channel.
Where's the next operation?
Hey Adam, how's it going, man? I hope you're going good today. Yes, indeed, Foxarella. Yes, indeed. It means that I will fight and die for you, even if you are an extremely violent throat punchy lady.
Aiming at target. Mission accomplished, HQ. Where's the next operation site?
I know that Foxy be into like literally all the violent shit, you know, watching all them boxing UFC fights. Foxy be into that, you know. She probably just secretly does MMA. Like she will probably be able to like twist people into a pretzel or something like that. You never know. Throat punch is activated for the family. I hear you. And Arcane, you got a bit of a migraine, man. You gotta take care of yourself, buddy. Drink more water. Drink water and have cooling fruits. The fights were awesome this weekend. Man, that's your interest, not mine. But hey, you know, as long as you're having fun.
I'll finish the job no matter what.
I am not one to enjoy those kinds of things, but
A new member has
who am I
arrived.
to knock your enjoyment, right? I accept.
Mission complete. Heading back to base.
A new member has arrived.
Thanks for the gifts, brother. But I said take care of yourself, not take care of me, bud. Yes.
A new member has
You
arrived.
should be dimming the lights and relaxing. Otherwise, how are you gonna play Havocs later? No, 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 brother. You should be resting. Thank you, of course. Let me know what kind of music you want, if indeed you want some music right now. Otherwise, I can always rain check you. But, you need to take care of yourself.
A new member
And
has
also,
arrived.
if you happen to drink a lot of coffee, actually what you might need for the migraine is coffee, because it could be a withdrawal symptom, just so you know. Well, Adam, if anyone got punched in the foot, that would just be an extremely weird fetish. And that is just disturbing on so many levels. Brother, how many chronic things do you have, bro? Poor Arcane, like barely alive at this point. You're gonna have to replace all your flesh with metal. My man's out here got chronic everything. I feel so bad for you. I mean, I understand, but damn, bro. All right. Well, hopefully your meds kick in soon. Listen, what that is for literally flu symptoms. Why you guys Rena, ever since he recommended you Armor Force, what did it do to your brain chemistry? Did it just alter your brain chemistry? Also, I haven't seen Sir Tommy today. All right. We need to check in on our whale. Where's our whale? Where is our whale merpale? We are missing our whale merpale.
It's up to me. Setting objective. Target down. Colossus neutralized.
It altered your brain chemistry. It altered your brain chemistry and caused you to randomly recommend Armor Force to everybody. It's like, take this Armor Force, it'll help you. Nah, it's okay, Lewis. You can just type LLL instead. This is the way now. You can't drink coffee. You haven't had coffee in a year. Hashtag sad, Arcane. Oh, Eddie, don't worry. We're just joking. We're just joking. Armor Force is just really strong cold and flu meds. It's designed to treat symptoms. You can actually buy it over the counter in Australia. So it's not terrible. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have negative side effects. I'm just joking around with Brenna. I'm messing with my bro. More like toe humiliation.
A new member has arrived.
Yeah, nah. If we're gonna humiliate people about toes, then we gotta. I think we gotta do that, you know, in a very different way,
A
Foxy.
new member has
right.
arrived.
Toe humiliation is. That just sounds straight up spicy.
A new member has arrived.
You can die from it, but it's a very low chance amount. You can die from any medication. It's a low chance. It's like a really bad gotcha pull.
A new member
You know, you
has
just
arrived.
take some regular medication, you just straight up die. Also, Arcane, let me know what I can play for you, buddy. If there's anything that would be tolerable for the migraine,
A new
I'll happily
member
play it
has
for you.
arrived.
Maybe you want some R&B. Maybe you need some hip hop to cure your migraine. Maybe you need me to play the sleepiest lo-fi I have, you know. Whatever you
New
want, you let me know.
subscriber detected.
I'm down. But thank you for the gifted memberships. It is appreciated.
Over limit freeze. This is Haley. Interception was successful.
New super chat received.
Well, if you're still into the usual, low vibes to the migraine, well, Arcane says he wants his normal, so you know what? I'm gonna give him some metalcore. And since I'm certain he would prefer the male vocals mostly, let me just play a couple of different songs that are punkish, metalish, maybe a little bit ticklish. We'll see. I got you. I got a nice variety for you.
New super chat received.
Thanks, Austin. Austin, I don't even need to ask. I'll just go straight to I won't be fine. I'll just add that on. But anyway, please do enjoy Arcanius. Have this.
I am the ghost in your walls when you turn off the lights and lay down your head. The sound of my voice is your lullaby. You know who I am. You can't kill the boogeyman. The nightmare that haunts you when you close your eyes. He lives in the dark and he dies in the light. You can't kill the boogeyman. I am the tickle you feel when you try to stand still. I'm the bump in the night when you swallow your pills. I'm the ghost in your walls. I'm the scratch at the door. I'm the thought that won't die when you lay down your head. You know who I am. You can't kill the boogeyman. The nightmare that haunts you when you close your eyes. He lives in the dark and he dies in the light. You can't kill the boogeyman. He won't leave you alone. He is in your head. He's your only friend. You can't kill the boogeyman. I'm the tears on your face, The wind in your ears, the cold on your spine, and the sweat on your brow. The pain in your chest, the blood in your eyes, the death in your bed, and the laugh when you cry. You can't kill the boogeyman. The nightmare that haunts you when you close your eyes. He lives in the dark and he dies in the light. You can't kill the boogeyman. He won't leave you alone. He is in your head. He's your only friend. You can't kill the boogeyman.
And that was Can't Kill the Boogeyman. I've got some more. That is metalcore slash a little bit of metal rap. But I'll play that in a second. A Deadly, the collab skins are going to be fire. Of course they are. They are going to be paying a lot for the license to use that, so you can bet those skins are going to be extra expensive. But ladies and gents, all right, I need somebody to type in the waifu command right now, because if you guys cannot wait for the collab, guess what? You can get your own damn pillow right now from my store. All right, all I want you to do is go straight to my partner's website and you can check out what they've got. Get yourself a nice near pillow like this if you can't wait for the collab to happen. Whenever it happens, don't matter. You want some physical goods, you want some spicy goods, you want some delicious stuff, all right? Make sure to use code ADPRAR11 to check out 10% off your whole order. But wait, there's more. Okay, I had to throw that in at the end. There's no more, but anyway. That was the perfect excuse to do that, so thank you for giving me an excuse to do that. All right, let me play some more music for Arcane, and of course we'll have the low vibes later. Please enjoy some more shenanigans. Y'all ready? Here we go. Arcane likes to rebel, so rebellious music is good. That was In My Bones. It's a very rebellious song. I know you're a rebel. It's okay. I got you. I've seen your music taste, so I understand. Of course, not quite at the same level as the stuff you listen to, but
so tired of the fact that I'm the bad guy. You say that I broke you, but that's a damn lie. You say that I'm the one that hurt you, but I just can't buy. You try to tell the world, but baby, I just can't cry. So I did it all for nothing, did it all to get treated like a glutton. When I put my all into you, turn your back and you stun it. Then you gaslight me and tell me that it's all of a sudden. You just treat me like I'm trash when I really am something. Now you wishing I was dead, huh? Try to come and kill me in my bed, huh? When I gave you everything I had, huh? Tell me that you don't give a damn, huh? So what am I supposed to do? Just sit here and moan with you? No, that's not what I'm gonna do. I might as well just burn it all down.
Heading back to base.
'Cause I can't get rid of you. Burn it all down. Burn it all down. Burn it all down. Burn it all down.
This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted.
Burn it all down. 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 Burn it all down.
all right. I'm gonna toss out one more. That was Burn It All Down. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna toss out one more for Arcane, then we'll switch over to the low vibes. All right. And I know he likes a little bit of the Rebellion, so why not? Here's a little more Rebellion for us.
Calling me a sellout, keep my name in your mouth. Talking about my lifestyle, haven't even met me. Calling me a burnout, they just wanna hand out. Think I gotta get out. Too many people trying to headline her. In the middle of a sold out crowd. Still a hot topic even when I'm not around. I'm still a headliner. In the middle of a sold out crowd. Still a hot topic even when I'm not around. Why you gotta hate me? Say you wanna date me. Feeling kinda crazy. Just let me live my life. Why you gotta hate me? Say you wanna date
Catalyst
me.
Blueprints.
Feeling kinda crazy. Just let me live my life. You keep talking. Talking headliner. In the middle of a sold out crowd. Still a hot topic even when I'm not around. I'm still a headliner. In the middle of a sold
Hope y'all enjoyed that. Another good track that'll take years to release. This one, yes, it'll take years to release, Rena. I am so sorry to the person that put is that Chinese in the chat? No, I cannot. You are required to use English at my stream because this is an English stream, buddy. So yeah. If you come to our space, you don't say, "Can you speak Chinese?" No. We ask you, can you speak pure English? Good sir. This is an international stream. Please abide by the rules. Other languages are not permitted. Hope you can understand that. All right. If not, then I would suggest you find a streamer that speaks Chinese, and they will usually put up in their stream CN, and you can go there. It does happen, Foxarella. Nothing wrong with getting lost in time, unfortunately.
Objective confirmed. This is Haley. Interception was successful.
I'm letting it slide because I'm assuming that he doesn't speak English. Could be that he is a non-English speaker. So I'm letting, like I said, I'm letting it slide for now. Unless he persists, but should be alright. Now then, I do believe I owe the chat some low vibes. So, let me see. I will start off with Austin's, as per normal. And you know what, Foxy? For you, I'm gonna play some R&B. Just because I know you like that shit. Alright, first and foremost, let's all get sad, guys. This is Austin's usual. Are you ready? Let's all be sad together, guys. Welcome back to Earth 616, Foxy. Nah, I'ma deliberately play some R&B for Foxy Baron.
I could see you
one more time. The light in my room is shining way too bright.
Maybe this was never meant to be.
So I'll just pretend like you're in my arms tonight.
I'm so scared of losing everything, and now my best friend's
going away.
So I just sit in my room all alone and just wish I could
see her face.
So I just sit here and cry.
And I don't even know why.
I just wanna see you one more time, 'cause I've never seen someone with eyes that shine so bright. And now I'm crying in my room. I just don't know what to do, 'cause all my friends
Oops.
are moving on, and
Lol.
I'm just stuck
I got overconfident.
in my room. I'm
Both
so
forces
scared
approaching
of
frenzied
losing
state.
everything.
Beginning emergency transmission of the frenzy suppressor.
Friends going away, so I just sit in my room all alone and just wish I could see her face.
Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed that. That was I Won't Be Fine. Still one of the best songs I've ever written. So I'm glad Austin likes it. And listen, Baron, you know, now is just the time. Now is just the time for R&B. All right. Why? Because, you know, we've already done enough of Metal Monday. It's now time for me to make you all sad, okay? So how about it, Foxy? Shall I play you some R&B? Shall I do it? For the sake of torturing Baron?
It's up to me. Shield down.
I know I shouldn't bother just shooting one at a time, but why not?
Complete. Heading back to base.
And thanks for putting up my links. So yeah, just give me the go ahead and I will just give me the go ahead and I'll put it on. Play you some of that emotional stuff, you know. Or if you prefer metal as well, you're more than welcome to it. You just let me know. And thank you for hitting my goal, guys. Let's catalyze the goal. Normally I just hit my goal and let it go, but honestly, let's do it. Catalyze goal. I'm trying to earn as much as I can. All right, extra love and music tonight for those of y'all that are willing to support. That are willing to support the champion.
Target down. Colossus neutralized.
All right, do it. You got it. You got it, Foxy. All right, are you guys ready? Let's get some emotions going. All right, I want y'all to feel this. You got somebody you love out there. All right, feel that 90s vibe. I'm gonna take you back in time.
When I was just a boy, I used to run through the night, searching for something I know I would find. And every now and then I'd hear a voice deep inside calling me, telling me it's gonna be alright, 'cause she is the one. She is the one. Oh, 'cause she is the one. She's the one. She is the And now I'm older, I've seen my share of this life, and there are some things that you just can't deny. Like when I hold her and I look deep in her eyes, I realize and I recognize that she is the one. She is the one. Oh, she is the one. Oh, yeah, but she is the one. She's the one. She is the She's the one that I want. She's the one that I need. She's the one that I love. She's the one for me. She's the one that I want. She's the one that I need. She's the one that I love. She's the one for me.
Oh, I'm just glad you guys enjoyed that. So, ladies and gents, that was, all right, She Is the One. Okay? And if you guys like She Is the One, then remember, if you don't have somebody in your life that is the one, right now, you can head on over. You can head on over to Anime Dakimakura Pillows right now. All right? And remember, you can get your own version of the one for you using code ADPRAR right now, okay? So if you don't have somebody that is your one, go get a Near Automata pillow. Perfect time for an advertisement. Blanco, that's not a stupid question at all. I do believe they stack, yes. If you use a 15% and a 30%, they are different values, so they should stack. Now, that being said, I have never used those boosters, so I do not know if they will operate in that way. So unfortunately, I cannot verify that information for you. All right. Thank you, Austin, for putting up the links. All right. Make sure you check out Anime Dakimakura Pillow. If you don't have anyone that is the one for you, go get yourself a pillow. Don't be lonely. All right. Be broke and lonely. That's better. Now, all jokes aside, right? The 15% boost comes from Reina, and I don't know where the 30% boost comes from. 30% boost, I think, does it come from the store? Let me just check. Because I think some boost, yeah, it comes from the store. So I still remember that some guy told me about using this, and they do stack together. But what I will tell you is that it doesn't take that long to level up arcade tuning, and why you should do it without a booster is because along the way you can get spoils boxes. All right, just because I cannot put up a body pillow emote, Arcane, I'm sorry, but just because y'all have supported the channel so much today. All right, I'm gonna do the lounge voice. Let me promote the pillow in the lounge voice just for you guys. No problem, Blanco. Happy to help. All right, but I really don't recommend using the booster. You may as well get the arcade tuning because there's only 40 levels of arcade tuning. It might seem slow, but you're gonna want to farm Sigma Sector extra anyway because that way you get spoils boxes. Now, just for you guys, okay? Oh. All right, here we go. Well, hey there, everybody. If you guys want a lovely body pillow, now let's say you're lonely at night, all right? Let's say you're very lonely. You don't have anybody else to hug at night. Well, you can go to Anime Dakimakura Pillow right now, and you can get yourself a Near Automata pillow. Now, this thing has amazing fabric. It's soft to the touch, and you guys will be able to hug it all night. So, if you don't have anybody to hug at night and you're really lonely, go get yourself a pillow right now. There you go. Okay, you satisfied? Huh? You satisfied now? That's why I don't do the ads in the lounge voice. I do the ads in my own voice because it's a lot better. So, go ahead and go get yourself a pillow from my store, or rather from my partner store. Okay, here you go. There's also got a whole bunch of spicy goods. If you're crying, then I better see the super chats flying, all right? Special collab. Maybe when I make enough sales, Eddie, you know, like I've sold thousands and thousands of dollars worth of this shit, then I'll tell them, hey, listen, why don't you give my guys a special collab, all right? You hug the pillow tight enough, it activates the voice inside. Oh, hey there, little boy. I heard you want to hug a pillow. Mind if I give you a little extra love? Maybe we can get some popsicles out of the fridge. Okay? But first we gotta sell a lot more, so before that ever happens. Or either that, or we just make the special pillow specifically for Eddie. Charge him $1,000 just for this one pillow that has the soundboard inside. The tighter you hug it, the more lounge voice lines you hear. Okay, y'all satisfied? I'm glad you're satisfied. Let me carry on now. Okay. Delete all the red mail that I don't care about. Yes, please do be 18 plus to actually view the website. If you're not 18 plus, you got no business being in my stream anyway. All right, and I'll chase you off with more romantic music. Then I'll talk about, you know, how sad I am on the inside. Okay? Okay, good. I'm glad y'all understand me. I hope you killers understand me. All right? Well, I am glad you found it great, Foxarella. Okay? Y'all want to hear this weird-ass song that I made the other time? I'm pretty sure. So I was trying to do the whole R&B thing, and there's a couple of failures that came out of that, but I kept them because they were so bad. You know, let me just let me play that for you guys in a little while because it's hilariously bad. Or at least I think it's bad. I don't know what you guys might think of it. Lawbreaker. I mean, listen, if that's what you log into, bro, listen. I have to get a very expensive upgrade for my PC. All right, I'm upgrading the whole machine. So I do what it takes. You know, I gotta promote my goods, Lawbreaker. That's how it goes, you know. Gotta earn the moolah. Otherwise, I can't be spending hard because I want like a 5090 GPU. You know, best processor, everything. Gonna get a sick ass monitor. The cost is ballooning. But that's how you gotta do it, you know? Gotta use the lounge voice and make the money. And tell people that you gotta buy the pillows and other goods. All right? We also have other goods and services. Now I know one of y'all, I don't know who, but I know that one of y'all got some very dangerous stuff. Okay? I respect it. I'm still waiting for one guy to pick up the $1,700 Nier Automata doll. And I know somebody's going to do it. Once the collab goes through for TFD, somebody out there is going to do it. I bet you. All right? Somebody who's lonely enough is going to do it. Because she looks pretty good, actually. But I just know it. And when I saw that they had that, now this is spicy product, 21 and over only, but when I saw that they had that, I was like, you know what? Somebody out there after the collab is so going to be getting that. I know it in my heart of hearts. Somebody out there is going to get that. And I asked them whether or not they had one that was Tifa. Because I know that if they had a Tifa one, I could sell that shit too. All right? But they don't have one, which is saddening. There's only the Nier one that I've seen so far. But honestly, if they had a Tifa one, shit would be cool. But I'm guessing that Square Enix probably is a little bit, you know, conservative about that. Anyway, now, while I go around and mess around, okay, y'all can have a terrible song. Okay, this is one of the songs that I was messing around with, and I didn't end up liking it, but I kept it for y'all anyway. All right, have some fun. And Baron might, you know, suffer from this one.
Get up on the dance floor, move. I'ma make you go lose your cool. Gonna get you in the mood. Let me see what you can do. Come and get it, oh yeah. Get up on the dance floor. Get up on the dance floor, move. I'ma make you go lose your cool. Gonna get you in the mood. Let me see what you can do. Come and get it, oh yeah. Get up on the dance floor, move. I'ma make you go lose your cool. Gonna get you in the mood. Let me see what you can do. Come and get it, oh yeah. I say, hey, party people
If it makes you feel better, Baron, I didn't like my own creation. It was an experiment and it was very generic, so I didn't like it. Baron's expression made it worth it, though. But anyway, nah, that was just a short one, but I was experimenting with different sounds and just trying to get something. Like, that was one of the byproducts that came out when I was working on the R&B. I didn't hate it because it was bad. I didn't like it because it was generic. It felt like something cheap in a sense, because basically anybody could come up with that. So, you know, but I kept it there because I figured, hey, at some point, you know what? Just for the giggles, I'm gonna play this for somebody. And funnily enough, I think Foxy would groove to that. Baron's gonna short circuit soon. Better start punching walls. Nah. Let Baron short circuit. It's okay. It's good for him to short circuit once in a while. Sometimes a man must short circuit, you know? It's just the way of life. We can't always be wall punching. Sometimes the walls must punch you.
This is the ultimate chill. One icicle coming up.
I keep forgetting I can debuff this guy. There we go. That was a fun little mess around. I did that just to have something to move to with the music. He's gonna start headbutting the walls. No. We can't be having that, can we? Alright, fine. Oh, please enjoy my music, Soup. But anyway, alright. Here's a little bit wall punchy, okay?
Told the world outside is oh so cold. Late at night when you're alone, do you think about me now that I'm gone? When you wanna make a move, you can leave, I ain't stopping you. That's a rule I gotta break. I love that you got to go to waste. Let me out of my cage.
Oh, sorry, this is the wrong version of that song. This was actually the failed version of that song, my bad.
I don't know what I've been told. The
There we
world
go.
outside is oh so cold. Late at night when you're alone, do you think about me now that I'm gone? When you wanna make a move, you can leave, I ain't stopping you. That's the rule, I gotta break. That love that you got's too good to waste. Let me out of my cage. Let me out of my cage. Let me out of my cage.
Thanks, Mom.
Let me out of my cage. She says, oh my God, I think it's the apocalypse. How am I supposed to raise my daughter in a world like this? All the fear and all the chaos getting harder to resist. But she ain't got no other option, so she got a little pissed. She said, what's the use in trying when you're fighting against the fittest? But the way you love your people can be kind of reminiscent. You got a heart of gold, you know I gotta give you credit. Now you gotta do it big so I can see you when I visit. Let me out. Let me out of my cage. 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 Let me out, let me out, let me out of my cage. I've been feeling like a dog that's just been dying to rage. You gotta help me cause I'm falling deeper down in my grave. The city lighting up the night, but all I see is your face. And it's taking me back to those nights when we used to run. It's just a wonder I'm gonna see you again. And I hope that you know that you got me in the palm of your hand. And I can't believe you're gonna leave me like that. Damn.
Loading. Don't give me away. Take this.
It's okay, Foxy. Your preference for being inside of a cage is well noted. I will remember this, you know, if me and Kaz ever come visit. Okay? We will make sure to lock you in the cage appropriately, okay? Don't worry, we'll even have a safe word for you. Get you out of the cage if you ever start having a panic attack inside the cage, okay? Got you. Anyway, there you go.
This is the
Okay, a little bit of a wall punchy palate cleanser for Baron. Or else he might have, you know, died of a heart attack. due to me playing R&B. Now somebody gotta quickly super chat for R&B, okay? Just so we can torture Baron again.
How dare you break my shield?
The man with 40 chisels.
Scatter them. Take this. Stay where you are.
Okay, jump.
This is the ultimate chill. Take this. My shield is down. One icicle.
No. That's what I get for messing around. I mean, it's funny as hell, but still, that's what I get for messing around. Okay, now I can get out of here. Now, what do I do with the rest of my time? I guess I will go exist and commit some descendant-based crime. Alright, let me see. Let me. Yum yum yum. Actually, random idea inside my head. What happens if I were to, say, swap one of these? Do I have anything that I could put in there that is an alternative slot? Just for the funsies. Nay, I cannot. Just for fun then. Oh, insufficient descendant levels. What? Oh. Okay, fine. In that case, let me mess around in a different way. Because I already have this. If we're talking ultimate modules, and I wanted to increase my skill power modifier, is there a way I could do that? I know Veterans Tactics doesn't really work right now. Should I just put Dangerous Ambush? Yeah, let's just go with Dangerous Ambush. And then we will use the full Hunter set. Okay, that works. We're getting the Husky, huh? Very well. DB Dax, take a look at my build videos, see if there's any necessary weapons in there that you haven't finished. For example, for a nest, you need to finish the Secret Garden. Let's say you're missing 1 or 2 upgrades for the Secret Garden, I would use the box on that. That's what I recommend you do. Whenever making those kinds of judgments, choose in accordance with what you need for your build. Well, we'll find out soon enough, Lewis. I just hope the new dog is actually useful.
This is Hound Actual, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
You won't find me.
So forgot the music.
Descendant.
Well, you're gonna have to spend it at some point, so yeah.
Inside a Vulgus structure.
Activating. And activating stealth. Initiating stealth.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, this is her new swimsuit. Much better. Again. This is true. The ginger herbal thing. Oh my god. Good for your body, but oh god, the taste. Sharon's new swimsuit is very nice. They knew what they were doing when they gave her the leg band thing. So yes.
This is Hound Actual.
They knew
Extreme concentrations
that
of
everybody
void
would
energy
go
within
for
the
it.
Operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
I mean, she's the only girl with darker skin, so yes, please. All right. We got a severe lack of the darker skinned ladies in this game, which disappoints me greatly.
Entering stealth state.
Just make sure you've renewed your support for me, brother. And then buy all the paints you like. Do it. Become a Warhammer 40k painter.
Descendant, the transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
Everybody must have more paint at all times. That is the way.
Unseen.
I am honestly not much of a painter though. I tend to just go for the darker colors. Mostly because all the other colors in this game are shite. But either way, the TFD official account's been pushing the new bunny girl skins for like every single day. So either they're hurting for cash and that's why they need to sell, or something else, man. But it's just too much right now. I still firmly believe that although I know people are going to be getting some of these, yeah, it might be a little too much. They lean in heavily into that consume. They do indeed, Foxarella. They would sell a lot more of these skins if the customization was perfected. If they perfected the customization.
Oh my!
That, I believe, is where they lack the
Extraction
most.
from Operation Zone initiated. Good work, Descendant.
I just hope that their package isn't super expensive because another 5K caliber package is really rough. Not gonna lie, that is really rough. Don't believe there was any other coloration that matched her particular skin tone. This one's a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. I think the slightly darker variant works a little better. Exactly is this changing? Or for this one, if I go with more black, no, it's a bit too light. Then again, yeah, why not? They would sell a lot more if they lowered the cost, hence my issue. Yep, definitely better. Okay, acceptable. But I hate those lines. Okay, now that I see the lines in light, I'd say nope to the lines. We will readjust that back to the black. Oops, sorry, not this. Better. Yep, it's 100 US. Way more for me. That's why I no longer buy the skins from my own pocket. I fund it and see whether chat wants me to wear it or not. If they do, then yes. If not, then I have to miss out. Because it's just too expensive to keep up right now with TFD. And that, I think, is their biggest downside. Like, if the whole bundle was like 3.4, 3.5K, everybody's going to buy it. Yeah, most people would rather go for that. So that's why, like, from my perspective as well, I look at it and I say, okay, definitely a bit too much. So I fund them. That's why I fund them now each time. In the past, I used to just buy it, you know, on my own. But now it's bit impossible. Again, for me, that's the biggest downside. I just don't see it.
This is Hound Actual, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
Entering stealth state.
Because for those of you who've seen me play Vindictus, right, I'm pretty sure the skin costs in Vindictus are a bit more reasonable. And I have a feeling that the Vindictus skins will sell better because the Vindictus skins, for those of you that don't know, they're all universal. So if you were to buy, say, one skin for a particular lady, like I showcased Delia's skin during the alpha, if you were to buy Delia's skin, it would work for any of the other ladies in the game as well. Which I think is one of the main reasons why Vindictus understood, you know, that people are gonna buy every skin. But if you make it universal, like at least gender-wise you make it universal, people buy more, you know? Because they're like, oh, I don't want to miss out on this for this character. I don't want to miss out on that for that character. When you do it specifically, sure, there's a bit more care and love that goes into it, but I feel that that's not the way to go. Because they're charging a premium for that when it's not really additional labor. You know, and it makes people feel like you're draining them a bit too much. I mean, they're more than happy to go for it, but digital goods have their limit. And that's why, you know, I know I say it a lot, but that's why I'm actually really glad that I did my partnership with ADP, because I want people to have more physical goods. Digital is nice, but physical is better because it's something you can actually use. Granted, these are spicy products, but doesn't mean that they're not useful, you know? So that was my line of thought when I did the thing with ADP, and I think personally it's worked because based on the amount of sales that have been made so far, people have already spent about $1,000 using my code, which is pretty darn good. There's people out there that be spending, and I'm very happy they spend it. But physical goods always sell better than digital. Oh, 100%. Vindictus was like, Vindictus is an older game anyway. So what they're doing now is they're sort of like revamping their older game for the new age, taking it in a different direction. But the first Vindictus was already Gooner. So I think they understand the Gooner industry and they understand where they can push and where they can't. Which is why I have a distinct feeling that their skins are going to be much more reasonably priced.
Okay.
It's a problem with most any game that has skins. If they're more universal, they tend to be used more because some people, they just like to, they find interesting ways to put a certain skin on a certain character and make it look really good. And that part of the fashion is what prompts them to buy the skins. Also, when something can be used across the board, it feels like you're getting more bang for your buck. It's much more universally useful. So yeah, I hear you on that, Ballistic. The skin prices in this game have become too hard even for me to keep up with because the viewership, you know, I know you guys are always here to support, but the viewership is just not enough to be self-sustaining compared to when we first started with this game and I was getting 200, 300 people per stream and the amount of video views was like triple what we had now. I had no trouble spending on skin bundles because it was a drop in the just a drop in the ocean, you know, no worries at all. But now it's like, if I balance my monthly expenses and things like that, there's very, very little playroom that I have, especially with big expenses coming up like my new PC. So that's why I've been finding more avenues for earning cash, like my recent partnership and all that. I've just been finding other ways that I can supplement that income because it's not enough, at least until my music takes off. When my music takes off, you know, that'll be another source of good passive income, which I'm really hoping for. But slow and steady, you know, takes time to build up. I don't even have time to even release properly. And that's another downside for me. But that's life. Just gotta live it. So we'll see what happens when the Bonnet skins drop and whether or not people want to fund it for me. We'll see. I'm gonna keep an open mind, but at the same time, I also know if they keep doing this expensive stuff, yeah, it's gonna probably not go well.
Action. Reporting
Honestly.
extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
The other downside to their skins is FOMO. Marvel Rivals doesn't have FOMO. Like, if I like a skin or if I decide to main a character later on, I can always go get that skin. Now, there is some FOMO. I should probably say there is some FOMO. But it's very limited. And that's something else that makes Marvel Rivals really good. The skins are really, really reasonably priced. And on top of that, you know, I don't feel the pressure to buy it now. I can buy it later when I'm comfortable, you know. That has meant a lot to me. That's why I wish my Marvel Rivals streams were more popular, or if I could get a larger audience to enjoy my games, you know, I'd play it a lot more. It'd be very helpful. But sadly, unless you're one of the top streamers for that game, it's very hard to gain any traction. So,
Initiating step.
because my most popular content will always be my guide-based content, and guiding people in an FPS game is a bit difficult to be authentic with. Not playing it right now, Cerberus. I'm playing TFD.
Descendant,
I was talking about it in context, but obviously not playing it right now, buddy.
Initiate suppressing button. Look out above.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, very hard to break into the scene for that particular game unless you're like super, super top tier. And I just don't have the time to grind it out.
You won't find me. Unseen. You won't find me. Unseen.
You will be like
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
I don't think there's new guns, to the best of my knowledge, Cerberus. As far as I know, they have hinted at a rework for some guns, but I don't think they're delivering new guns, at least to the best of my knowledge. I'd be happy if I was wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's no new content coming other than just the bunny skins. Because new guns are usually introduced on a seasonal basis. Yeah, gotta be very careful with the wording. Don't forget, sometimes people tune in, you say the wrong thing, and they might get excited over it because, don't forget, this is where people come for information. But yeah, they've said that they might rework some guns. I don't know. I not that I don't have faith in devs, but I really have to say that on a personal level, I don't think there's going to be any meaningful rework right now. Because they first need to understand the issue with guns. And unfortunately, there's too many morons out there who speak their minds and don't understand the situation. Right now, what guns are missing is a methodology of competing with skills. That's why guns are mostly used as like a single target type weapon, or they're being used as a supplement to actually kill the boss, but not necessarily, you know, as a means of farming themselves. Therefore, gun-based descendants tend to lose out.
Initiating stealth. Unseen. Initiating stealth.
Well, time to go get it, Baron. Combine and you will have it. Or you can farm for it, whichever way you prefer.
Unseen.
Why am I?
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position.
To be perfectly honest, though, guys, I would have thought that advertising the demo would have taken priority over the bunny skins, but thus far, they seem to be more focused on the bunny skins rather than the demo. Which has confused me a little bit, because the demo, excuse me, I think is a big means of them getting, you know, people interested in the next season, or getting people hyped for the next season, because it's literally content. You need the, what's it called? Is the Transcendent mod, area suppression, yeah. She won't do the flip thing without the area suppression.
This is HQ.
My dear friend.
Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
Initiating You won't find me. Down.
They do, Cerberus, but it's too much right now. Like I already said, they're squeezing their audience a little too dry. And I think that that's no good.
Activating stealth.
There must be enough features for a person to spend time in the game. So right now, that's what they're missing. I feel that if they work on the lounge first, skins would sell a lot more, because basically, you know, that's interacting with your descendant in the lounge area or whatever. I honestly, like, I know this sounds crazy, but if they're gonna go down Guna Road, they need to just turn this thing into a dating sim, like with combat in between, but basically turn it into a nice dating sim with the female descendants. And I tell you, the skins will sell like hotcakes, and so will the lounge. I said it before, but if they, you know, they partner up with some AI company to do like AI chats with the descendants, because it these products and features already exist out there. You know, they may as well do that. They'll buy themselves a lot of time and a lot of revenue to work on more actual gaming content. Those who are non-gooners won't go for it, but those who are lonely, oh, they're gonna go for it. As it is, people already super excited about the lounge. Oh my god, there's a bed that you can lie down on. I don't think I didn't see the people's comments during the frickin' during the frickin' live stream, so we know how it is. We know how it is. I think sales in general would help a lot, yes. So maybe a weekly cosmetic sale or some kind of rotating shop deal would be really, really nice. That way people could buy during discount periods. It's worked for a lot of other games. I would think that this game should do it.
Well done,
You know, if they had like weekly rotations or something like that, or even maybe a daily shop rotation, I think it'd be awesome. On a personal level.
Descendant, confirm arrival of the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
This is HQ.
I think any
Reinforcements
serious
incoming.
gamer is going to be completely
Requesting
indifferent to the
strike
lounge.
staging area.
Because if it's just a tacky little area that you can't do much in other than interact with your descendants, the gooners will love it. And those people that do like the in-game photography, you know, just to show off their descendants or whatever, sure, they'll love it, but it won't add much to the game. If they turn it into a full-on like AI chat with your descendants, they will make so much more money. It's going to be costly at first, but I do tell you, it's going to make them a lot. Because I've seen how many people, you know, go for that. Hello, PC. I'm glad that you're excited for it, but don't be too excited. I think you're going to be very disappointed. Because I don't foresee any of the changes being meaningful right now. I could be wrong, of course. But I see a lot of other YouTubers overselling the changes on Thursday. We will see. I will make my judgment when the changes comes, but well, let's just say that I'm gonna give it with double barrels to a lot of these fake YouTubers out there who've been talking a lot of nonsense about these changes, acting like they know what the devs are gonna do. All right, because I'm really quite sick of them seeing it. So I'm glad that people are excited for the changes, but I'm going to say right now, please temper your expectations. Don't expect too much. Because what we've seen from the Descendant balancing thus far has shown that they don't make big sweeping changes. They don't do like big reworks until they understand what to do. And that's why Jaber's rework is like solely focused on Jaber. At some point, they may also decide to do like one weapon a week or something like that. You never know.
Deploying arcade.
But for now, don't expect too much. It's probably going to be a number tweak, in my personal opinion. And that's probably what we're going to see. I always temper my expectations with these kinds of things. And that's why when they asked on Twitter what am we hoping to see, I gave them a very simple expectation. I want to see one weapon that will be on par with skill-based Descendants for farming. You can give me that one that's not restored relic, something with actual ammo, and easy peasy, I got you, you know? But I want to see something like that.
Oh my.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport
It's probably,
position.
honest to God, guys, you know, I think it's just gonna be number tweaks. I don't think it's just gonna be damage buffs, but I think they're just gonna tweak numbers. It may not necessarily be just damage buffs. I think we may see larger magazine sizes or things like that. It's all within the realm of possibility. But that's why I'm not overselling it, because we don't know. The Kingsguard Lance is trash, though. Like, have you ever seen it be actually useful in AoEing enemies? No. Even built up to the max, it doesn't deal any real damage.
This is Hound
Ines
Actual.
casts one skill and
Personnel.
everything's dead.
Void storm is intensifying.
So, yeah.
Conditions are unfavorable.
That's kind of a big
Proceed
problem.
with caution. Over.
We need a weapon that can really dish it out.
Large-scale Vulgus
You know?
transfer.
Something that's really gonna absolutely waste it. And yeah, it's more like area control, I guess. But we need something that's like a farming weapon on par. You know, Voltia had potential, but it's just another beam rifle. You know? And it lacks a lot of the stuff that we need. Because the farming weapon has to be both a speed stick and a high damage dealer. Jens, I've got no idea what you're trying to say. What? Why? No one's even talking about nerfs. So if you want to make a statement, you're gonna have to be much more specific. I know English isn't your first language, but if you want to contribute to the discussion, you're gonna have to be more clear on what you're trying to say. No, that's not what we're talking about, Daniel. You can check their social media, their Twitter page to see what skins we're talking about. But we're obviously not talking about the near skins. Otherwise, the poll would be a discussion on the near skins, which is not what we're talking about, dude. And that, Foxy, is the way Robot Nation does things. We don't get hyped. We don't feel overly happy about nonsense. Well then, Daniel, you will find it hard to participate in some of my streams because, in general, I will quote stuff from their social media and things like that. Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to tune in, but participation might be a bit more difficult for you, buddy. So if you've got no social media and you live under a rock, that's fine. But in which case, you'll probably just want to lurk. And if you understand some of the context, that's fine. If you don't, that's okay. But forgive me, I do hope you won't derail discussions. Now, coming back to the topic. Like I said, our way of thinking, as Foxy has mentioned, is always pretty standard here. We don't have any expectations and we don't overhype things, because I feel that if you overhype things, you're just going to end up disappointed. And when you disappoint yourself because you overhyped yourself, the devs are not to blame for that. No one's to blame for that. You are to blame for it because you did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? PCs, like, forgive me for saying this, but it sounds like genuinely you you play some shit games. I'm not gonna lie.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
Oh, that. Honestly, they're not gonna nerf anything, Jens. They know that nerfs are bad for this game. I think they were just asking what people think, but at the end of the day, they're gonna listen to people that are actually intelligent. We're not playing the demo, Cameron. If I was playing the demo, it would be clearly displayed in my stream title, I am playing the demo. So the demo's not even out yet, pal. What made you think I'm playing the demo, Mr. Cameron, if you don't mind me asking?
Activating stealth.
Are you new to my channel that you don't know how we run things here? I'm just asking because I'm curious. Because anytime we actually do something, alright, we will clearly tell you, because it's one of our things as a professional. As a professional, I will never just do something and not tell you. That is the stupidest way to ever run your channel. Only the biggest moron on the planet will run their channel like that, you know what I'm saying? So as a intelligent man with about 140 IQ, I tend to run my stuff professionally. Oh, will I play the demo? Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, this is the kind of thing that you would expect of any professional creator, because obviously it's something important for the next season. Information is crucial to your viewers. So, yeah, hell yeah, I will. But, I mean, we'd have to wait for it to be out. There's no new information yet. But as soon as there's new information, or as soon as it becomes available, you can bet your bottom dollar I will probably have a video out for you guys, and I'll also have a stream and there'll be a title that says, you know, we're testing out the demo or whatever. That way you guys can clearly find, you know, information. I don't think it's going to be PC only, but I have no information about the demo. Sorry. Any questions you ask now, I won't be able to answer because there's no information about it. When information comes out, you can expect a video about it. All right? I can actually answer that question for you, Joe, because a lot of people have said that it is pretty difficult to play Luna on controller. However, give it a go if you want to. Yeah, no problem, Cameron. We're actual professionals here, so anytime there's information, we will communicate it to you guys. But right now, if you don't hear anything from me, it means there's no information. Hello, Pepe. How you doing? You don't have to say hi twice, good sir. All right? We will address you as we go through chat.
Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
So please don't be one of those spammers that, you know, waves their hands and calls attention to themselves. Okay, you don't want to be one of those. Just telling you in advance. We do try and address everybody here, but if I'm talking to somebody else or already, you know, speaking to someone, don't say hi, hi, hi. Because those kinds of people, we boot out of our chat straight away. We don't like those kinds of people here. All right? Telling you in advance. We like respectful, professional people here. No problem, Joe. You know, when you have the time. I mean, for the average person, it can be pretty difficult for folks to keep up. Well, there'll be a photon imprinter, Eddie, so I don't think it'll be too bad. I mean, I built up Luna already. When her ult comes out, they'll probably give a photon imprinter, and I'll just transfer progress over. That way, at least she's got her DPS build ready. But it's okay to wait as well. It's not a bad thing, Eddie. I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day. But since I don't play support characters in any way, shape, or form, I'm not thinking too hard on this one. I just made her DPS build. Oh, excuse me. And basically after making her DPS build, I decided to myself, okay, I'm good. And her event will probably, like the event before Luna or during Luna or whatever, will probably come with a photon imprinter. I am a support, Foxy. I'll tell you, you tell me that, I'd have to take that as an insult. No, 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 no. I am the carry, okay, in most video games. The only game where I'll accept I'm a support is Marvel Rivals because it's true. I do play Marvel Rivals exclusively as a support. But in all other games, Foxy, I'm the carry, okay?
You won't find me.
If you call me anything other than, okay, your Lord and Savior, Foxy, I'm gonna be very sad. Okay, what is this? Support. No, 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 no. No such thing as support role, okay? Support role is for dweebs. Or those people that are here to support me, okay? Those are not the dweebs, those are my honor guard. I wasn't able to get good results with Jeff last season, but I'm willing to try him again this season. We'll see. If and when I even have time to play. I'm playing a lot of Darktide lately. It has been fun.
Entering stealth state.
Jens, I already answered that. Did you just post the same message again? I literally spent some time answering you already. Are you okay, bro? Or did you watch the stream back or something?
Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Yeah, Phoenix is out. She's pretty interesting. I had a go of her off stream, and she actually seemed pretty darn interesting. So she can actually heal herself. which is, you know, kind of wild.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
One second, I need to check how to spell her name. Yeah, that's right. For anyone that doesn't know, my favorite Nikkei is Anise. So somebody was mentioning Nikkei to me and I was just answering their question. Ooh! My YouTube shut itself down. Why does it always have problems, I swear to God? YouTube's been glonky lately. Cerberus, I think we should wait until they tell us. I think that's the best way to operate. However, I'm praying to God it's an MP restoring doggo. That way I can use it in a lot of my builds. Yeah, you might wanna rewind, Jens. Because I did answer you, but in summary, I don't think they're gonna nerf. I think they were just asking for people's opinions. I don't think they're gonna listen to people that call for nerfs because that would just be stupid. I mean, one of the dumbest YouTubers called for nerf to Serena, but all of the people have already said that, and in fact the director himself has said they're gonna bring everybody up to Serena's level instead. So, it makes no sense. So that's why I don't think, Jens, that they're going to nerf any weapon. I mean, they might just be asking for opinions, but only the world's worst YouTuber. I mean, he's literally the world's biggest asshole as well. And I honestly hope he gets what's coming to him. But that guy, he's the only one that would be calling for nerfs because we know what nerfs do to this game. No point in nerfs. So I don't think they're going to nerf anything. I mean, considering how much of an asshole that guy is, obviously he's going to be praying that some of the weapons get nerfed. But I don't think they're going to do that. And if the statement made is true, I think one of my viewers mentioned it, but they said they're going to bring everything up to the last dagger standard. But if that's the case, I'm cool with it because it makes sense to me. Rather than bring stuff down, they should be bringing everything up, you know? They clearly don't want to... They're clearly not going to listen to an ugly neckbeard, you know? It's obvious that they would much rather listen to a handsome, intelligent, professional Asian man. Everybody knows who I mean because everybody hates that guy. I mean, he's literally the world's worst human being. If it was up to me, I would get him expelled from the creator program like he deserves to be. But I'm not that vindictive, you know? And he's also not worth it with his 0 viewership. I mean, literally the only people who watch him are the people that already hate me. Everybody like I said, nobody likes him. That's why the devs didn't mention that they watch his videos. It doesn't matter how many videos he tries to release. Devs aren't gonna watch it. Who did the devs mention they watch? Ah, that's right. The Magnificent Moi. The Magnificent Moi. Because I understand them. Look, all jokes aside, I know I'm gloating, but all jokes aside, right? The reality of it is that most games don't function well if you call for nerfs and things like that. It's better to understand what's succeeding and what makes people feel like they're having their power fantasy, and then cater to that, because it's very important that you take care of your audience. And thank you, Baron. No problem. It's okay if you don't know who I'm talking about. Don't worry. Some people know, some people don't know, but if you don't know, I'm not gonna feed drama. Either way, I would never name the person, but you know, he's just a massive dick, that's all. And I think even the directors don't like dicks. I'm abrasive, true, but I'm not a dick. And that's a complete difference. the Ines nerf was like, you know, literally a non-issue in the first place. However, I still disagree with it, and it showed the impact, Cerberus, that nerfs have on the game, which is people just go crazy whether or not the nerf actually impacts the character in a heavy way doesn't matter, because it's not the intention of the nerf. It's the feeling. The feeling on the side of the viewers, on the side of your players. If people feel like they've been sold a lemon, if people feel like they've been sold something, or, you know, if they feel like they're getting shafted, even if the actual results don't show this, they'll flip the table regardless, because human beings are emotional creatures. For anyone that doesn't know, I have 140 IQ. I struggle with emotions because it's been said that my intelligence is too high, so I find emotions difficult. But most people, the average person, is much more in touch with their emotions than, you know, and that's the origin of the whole robot thing. They're much more in touch with their emotions than a robot like me. Which means that if they feel slighted, if they feel upset, they don't care what the actual information is. What matters to them is, am I upset? And it doesn't matter how many facts I spit. Because right after the Ines nerf, I proved that Ines was just fine. I showed people how to adjust their build so that she was still absolutely devastating most content. I proved it. Live on stream and in a video. Do you think anybody listened? No, everybody was still upset because their feelings were hurt. And unfortunately, logic doesn't overcome hurt feelings as much as it should. If I had my way, then everybody would be a completely sensible and logical creature that would only go based on direct information and mathematics. But that's not how the world works. I might be a robot, but even then I understand that. I understand that you cannot force people to feel a certain way. And when they feel upset and unhappy, doesn't matter what you say or do, they are upset and unhappy. And that's what I think the TFT devs have learned. They have learned their lesson. And that's why, don't worry, I don't think they're going to nerf anything. I think they're going to tweak the numbers. They're going to listen to feedback, but they're going to be smart about their choices. That's why it doesn't matter how many people called for Serena to be nerfed. Has she been nerfed? No. They added a cap, yes, but it was barely anything. Alright? It was just to put a capstone on her power so that she wasn't, you know, absolutely like gonna shred everything in their grandmother. And that's okay. Like, they have to be allowed to do that. And thank you, Arcane, for saying that. I'll play some metal right after this, but yeah. On a personal level, I think that the most important thing that we need to understand is that the devs have learned who's really on their side. They understand what the people want. And I believe that they will do the right thing. Because in saying that they watch my content, they understand what people are looking for and what people are looking at, because my content is very objective. That's what I do. I'm always objective about my content. And that's important. Because if I feel that something can't keep up, I will say so. Same with Darktide. Same with a lot of other games that I play. If I feel that something can't keep up, I straight up tell people, this can't keep up. If I feel that something can keep up, I will say, this thing can keep up. You know? To give you guys an example from Darktide, I know many of you may not have seen the streams that I've done in the morning playing Darktide with my friends. And poor Arcane is on the receiving end of all this, but I do tell him straight up, like, look, I don't think the Psyker is going to cut it. Because I'm a very straightforward kind of person. If I don't think something is working, I will just tell you. And I think that, you know, results must be proven. I'm a very results-oriented person. I will look at something and I say, if this is not working, change it. Straight away. If you can prove to me that something else works, I'll do it. One viewer actually explained to me the concept of the Super Chorus Zealot. Again, this is a Darktide reference, which I released the build for today. And it works so well because I could see the proven results. That's why I advocated for it. Same thing here, you know. I advocate for the things where I can see the results. It's okay though, Foxy, because I mean, we have a lot of workarounds for it now, like the non-transcendent in S build. And yes, I do the real math and logic. Anyway, guys, we have come to the end of the stream, but I'm actually going to play some wall punchy for Baron, you know, just for a little bit of metal before we go. But we have come to the end of the stream today. Thank you so much for all the super chats and love and, you know, keeping me in business and all that. I do have a lot to save up for next month's big expense. For those of you that don't know, I'm getting a new PC, so I'm going to be working extra hard this, literally this entire next month so that I can get all the expenses in order. But thank you very much to those of you supporting. All right, I hope you guys will enjoy that, and I hope you guys will keep rocking and rolling. Exactly, like using Viesa for VP. Anybody that can prove results to me, I will happily agree with you. I can change my thinking, but I don't ever get locked into it, because I think that once you give up logic and you just go based on emotions, that's wrong. You know, that's why I don't get emotional about stuff. I just need proof and evidence. You show me evidence, I'm good. Now let's enjoy one last song before we end this. Ladies and gents, this is Haley Disaster with Angels and Demons. I love this song. Enjoy the wall punchy.
Angels, demons, I battle in the middle of. Always feels like I can never get enough. Heart attack, call the Reaper going cardiac. Hard to act, murder tracks, I've done been a part of that. But it's time to let it go. Release all of the stress and then the lessons. Take the pain away and let it glow. Shed the skin and let it grow. Throw it all away, I'm not a slave, I'm in control. In the cave with the angels and the demons. I can't keep on giving in, 'cause they're killing me within. Oh, they're always watching me, and they never let me be. Demons, I can't keep on giving in, 'cause they're killing me within. Oh, they're always watching me, and they never let me be. Angels, demons, they fight me when I'm dreaming. I wake up to go to war, turn my enemies to memories, memories. Demons get ahead of me, the enemy is in me. They can see the jealousy, the anger, all the hate, the rage, the pride, and the regret. And when the pressure's in my head, the temperature is red. I said, let it go. Release all of the stress and end the lessons. Take the pain away and let it glow. Shed the skin and let it grow. Throw it all away, I'm not a slave, I'm in control. In the cave with the angels and the demons. I can't keep on giving in, 'cause they're killing me within. Oh, they're always watching me, and they never let me be. Demons, I can't keep on giving in, 'cause they're killing me within. Oh, they're always watching me, and they never let me be. And they never let me be. They watch me in my death. Demons, and they never let me be. Demons, they watch me in my death. It's hard to change when your spirit's been tainted. It's hard to clean it when the memories have stained it. Staring all alone at this bottle, I wonder if I fade with my sorrow.
All right, thank you for that, Baron, at the end. All right, appreciate y'all. Appreciate you all. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't do anything weird while I'm gone. Now, let me close up the poll. After a final of 174 votes, Okay, 21% of people said they're buying the full package. 20% said they're only buying some. And so far, 57% of people said that they were not buying. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Thank you all very much. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Now, I will see you all tomorrow. Okay? Don't do anything weird while I'm gone. Catch y'all later.